So I should have on the line Michael from Kiwi Education. Hi, Michael. How are you?
Hi, really well, thank you.
Michael, I'm really interested to find out more about Kiwi Education. Can you just tell us what your company does and where are you based?
Yeah, sure. So Kiwi Education, we're based, head office is based in Southampton. We are a national training provider delivering a combination of different education programs, and they range from apprenticeships through to traineeships, which are pre-apprenticeships for 16 to 24-year-olds who are not in education, employment or training, and adult education programs for people aged 19 and above.
I'm wondering if it's possible for you to talk to us about the apprenticeship opportunities that you have available.
Yeah, sure. So as a training provider, we deliver many different apprenticeships across our provision. And those apprenticeships range from apprenticeships in things like HR, payroll, compliance, management apprenticeships, team leading, retail, customer service, marketing, digital marketing. There's a whole plethora of apprenticeships that we deliver. And in terms of opportunities, we work with very large organizations right down to small SMEs who are looking to invest in bringing people into their business and developing them on the apprenticeship program. An apprenticeship is, it's a work-based learning program. So it's for people that want to continue to learn and develop within the workplace. And us as a provider, we deliver those apprenticeships in a flexible way in partnership with the employer. And that can be elements of the apprenticeship done face-to-face at the workplace offices, or it could be here at the Kiwi head office. It could also be elements online, and or it could be individual and group sessions. So it really is a flexible program, an individualized program around people to enable them to reach their full potential.
I mean, incredible that you offer so many different apprenticeships. I mean, like you say, a complete plethora of them. Incredible. I want to know a little bit more about what you think the benefits are to doing an apprenticeship.
Well, I mean, speaking as a former apprentice, I was an apprentice 20 years ago this year, and I wanted to go into an apprenticeship because actually continuing academia was not the right step for me. So I'm very much a visual learner. Show me what to do, I will copy you. Don't give me the instructions, which is why I never shop in certain large furniture outlets, because the instructions are just not for me. I'm very visual. And actually, the apprenticeship program was perfect for me because actually the trainer on a one-to-one basis individualized the apprenticeship, and it really got the best out of me. And that's one of the biggest benefits of doing an apprenticeship. Of course, being work-based, you don't need to go anywhere else. So the apprenticeship, certainly with us at Kiwi, is that it's in work time. So the employer commits to support the individual in the workplace on the apprenticeship. It's also funded by the employer as well. And so as an individual apprentice, you don't need to be paying for the program, and you don't need to be taking out student loans. And of course, you're going to be earning while you learn. So you're employed with your employer, you're earning money, and you're also doing the learning simultaneously alongside. So an apprenticeship ticks so many different boxes. And certainly for me, it was not the right route continuing to go down to academia. I wanted to get into work and I wanted to carry on learning.
I think it's really important that we talk about the fact that apprenticeships are becoming more well known now, and known for the right reasons, that these are a credible route to go down and they are definitely worth it. I mean, the whole aspect of earning whilst you learn, if we just take that as the one example, you're gaining those credible qualifications, but also putting them to use actually whilst you're working, and alongside that and making that coherent. Michael, what types of careers are available in the sector, and what opportunities are there for career progression?
Well, an apprenticeship is a fantastic program to work alongside your existing career progression within an employer, because again, there are many apprenticeships that have professional qualifications inside them. So if you take, for instance, the accountancy apprenticeships, they include some of the AAT, as an example, qualifications inside. So you can combine the professional qualifications with inside the apprenticeship format. And again, it's all down to the employer. We work with many, many employers that have a very, very, very fixed progression route that say, look, if you want to progress with us in our organization and you want to get on, then this is the route to do so. So actually, the most successful employers that I certainly have worked with very much paint the picture to individuals and say, look, if you want to get here, then this is the road that you need to take, and it of course includes the apprenticeship. And of course, you and I could enroll on an apprenticeship today in the same subject, but actually, we'll go through that apprenticeship very differently, because we both learn differently, we both absorb information differently. We both have different, levels of knowledge in the existing area. So we both are coming at it differently, but actually with the same goal, which is to complete at the end. And we'll complete on a different day, of course, as well. The apprenticeship includes the upskill, if you need it, with the maths and English functional skills. So if you already have GCSEs in maths and English, then you'll be exempt. But, there are people that didn't quite get that at GCSE level, and this is a fantastic opportunity to upskill and get the functional skills within the apprenticeship as well. So there's so many benefits of doing an apprenticeship, and of course it covers so many different sectors. There will always be a place, and there is very firmly a place in some careers where the traditional road of going to university is the way to go. An apprenticeship is a different option. And as I say, I will always sing the benefits of an apprenticeship, but the apprenticeships and the traditional academic route are as good as each other. Apprenticeships are becoming more popular because actually, they are being tailored very, very differently to the traditional road. And that suits many, many people. And it doesn't suit some people, but it certainly suits many people that, as I say, want to get into work, want to start their career, want to progress, and want to achieve their full potential.
Let's talk about that enroll in that application and that process of applying. What advice could you give to an individual that's looking right now at applying for an apprenticeship?
Well, if the individual is unemployed and they're looking to move into an apprenticeship vacancy, then I would suggest going on to the National Apprenticeship website, so you can see on their vacancies of employers and different training providers that have opportunities to move into an apprenticeship. That would be the first port of call. If you do move into employment with an employer, you can always ask in the interview process, does your organisation offer apprenticeships? Because I'd really like to continue to learn in this sector, in this job, when I'm employed with you. And that's actually a question that many people are now asking employers. Also, there are employers that are advertising positions that include the apprenticeship. So you'll actually be able to see in the advert that actually this is a management position, this is the salary, and it includes the management apprenticeship. And so that's something that we, Kiwi Education, are encouraging employers to do. If you have vacancies at any level in the business, and it's obviously against one of the apprenticeships that we deliver, then of course advertise that yourself. If you're employed right now with an employee, you've been there for a few years, and you feel that you'd actually like to upskill with that employer, then speak to your line manager, speak to your HR department or your learning and development department, and say to them, look, I'd actually really like to start learning again. And does the business offer an apprenticeship scheme? And if they do, then fantastic. Put yourself forward and enroll and start learning. I really do believe, no matter your age. I mean, our oldest apprentice we've had on program has been 83 years old. And so this person, saw the value of continuing to learn every day. Every day really is a learning day. There is no time, I don't believe, that we stop as individuals learning. And so again, all of those elements together, what can be better than doing an apprenticeship? And the trainers as well. I mean, the trainers that work in the sector, they will all have occupational competence, of course, in the specific apprenticeship that is being delivered. So passionate, so supportive, so inspirational. I mean, I often do, pop in and see some of the visits that are being conducted with our Kiwi learners here on program, and I always leave observing some of those sessions feeling just so enthused, so inspired by what we teach our learners, and how much value apprentices are getting out of being on program, and that's what it's all about. But finally, what I really do think that apprenticeship should include, and it firmly is included with every apprenticeship that we deliver here at Kiwi Education, is it has to be fun, and learning should be fun. And if you're having fun on your apprenticeship, you're enjoying seeing your trainer and looking forward to seeing your trainer on the next visit, then you are on the best program available.
Michael, thank you so much for coming on today and for telling us more about Kiwi Education. It's been incredible to speak to you and learn more, and I'm sure that anybody that's watching right now can jump on and start applying for those apprenticeships. And I really, really want to point out a couple of things, and one of them being about the apprenticeships becoming more popular because they are such a credible route. And second of all, let's make them fun, and that's incredible that your trainers offer that. So thank you so much, Michael, once again for joining us today.
You're welcome.